When I say our hood, can I hear y'all say our job? Our hood?
Our job.
Our hood?
Our job.
When I say our people, can I hear you say our purpose? Our people?
Our purpose.
Our people?
Our purpose.
Because whether up the hill, down the hill, or Cherry Hill,
Yes, sir.
whether East Baltimore, West Baltimore, South Baltimore, whether Coppin State, Bowie State, my alma mater, the illustrious Morgan State,
Yes, sir.
we in Tendea family recognize, as we all should, that our hood is our job.
That's right.
And our people, wherever they at, whether in Baltimore and beyond,
Right.
are most definitely our purpose. Clap it for yourselves again. The society in which we all now live wants all our boys to be real niggas and none of them to be men.
Come on.
Say that. That's right. Say
That's
that.
right.
And when we think about the past people that have became before us, we know that Marcus Mosiah Garvey, that's a real man.
Come on now. Say that.
We know that Minister Malcolm X, that's a real man.
Come on now.
We know that Chairman Fred Hampton was a real man. And so this society, it'll lock up niggas, but it strives to assassinate real men. Because this society in which we live, this country, the world knows that the black man, the real black man, and the real black woman will save our community.
Come on. That's right.
And so they don't want real black men like the men that have came before us to be present in our society, and so they strive to snuff those people out.
Yes, sir.
And so as I was sitting here today thinking about manhood, thinking about what it means to be a boy, what it means to be a man, I see that every boy don't become a man.
Right. That's right.
Because the society that we live in, we have an interrupter. We have a person that gets in between that natural process to become a man and strives to make us real niggas. But I don't know if y'all know this, but during the slave period, when we were all in slavery and on the plantation, when a child was born, the elders of our community would come together, the people of our community would come together, and they would look at this child and say, is this child the one? And still in 2025, as I look out here today with all of the young brothers, I'm a young brother, but the brothers that's younger than me, I see that we still asking the same question, that is this child the one? Is the man and the males that's in this room, are we going to be the ones that change our community? Are we the ones that our ancestors have been praying for and waiting for to come and shift Baltimore City? And so as we talk in the barbershops and we talk on the streets where the elders is like, man, we're the next Martin Luther King. We're the next Malcolm X. I see the potential for the next Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, Fred Hampton, Ida B. Wells, Sojourner Truth, all of those people. The potential is all here.
That's right.
But we have to understand what it means to be a man. When I was growing up in East Baltimore in the early 2000s, 2005, 2006, not too early, but 2005, 2006, everybody was something. It was Big Crip over here, Pyru over here, Dipset over here. Everybody was something. And I don't know about y'all, but I vividly remember wanting to be a real nigga. Vividly remember it. My whole identity being shaped by the neighborhood that I was growing up with. I said, man, if my block at war, I'm at war.
Right. Go ahead.
If the people on my block at war, we at war. Who we at war against? Other people that look like us on another block in this neighborhood. And so, but what I was lucky to have in my life that hopefully all of y'all had is I had a family and siblings that went down that path before me that was like, Lodge, you're not going down that path. I had an active mom that was like, you're not going down that path. I had active neighbors that was like, Lodge, you're going to be something. You got a bright head on your shoulders. You may be somebody that's going to help bail us out or something. You're not going down that path. And they strived to do that, and they were successful at doing that, but they didn't get the full picture. What they missed is they didn't take out of me the urge to be a real nigga.
Right.
And so they played defense and blocked as well as they could, but they didn't take out of me the urge to be that.
Right.
But I remember when I was in the 7th grade, I had a teacher named Mr. Scott. Can everybody say Mr. Scott?
Mr. Scott.
And he had locks. Can you stand up, brother? He had locks. And this is not, what's your name?
Ethan.
Ethan. Nice to meet you. If you can clap up for Ethan. Mr. Scott, you can sit down, Ethan. Mr. Scott didn't have locks like Ethan's locks. He had like free-form dreadlocks. Like, growing up in East Baltimore, it ain't really multicultural. I was like, Mr. Scott is surely Jamaican. I was like, man, I seen Jamaicans, I seen Bob Marley. This man is a Jamaican. And so I'll never forget in the early 2000s, in 7th grade, in Mr. Scott class, he had this red, black, and green flag on his desk. This one, he had the big back computers. And I was surely like, man, this man gonna tell me this is the Jamaican flag. And so I was like, Mr. Scott, who flag is that? And I never forget, Mr. Scott stopped what he was doing, and he turned around to me and he was like, Elijah, that's your flag. And I don't know if y'all can understand what that meant to me as he began to break down for me what this flag means. When he said, man, the red is for the blood of our ancestors. It's for the sacrifice that our ancestors have made in slavery and segregation and beyond. But this red is symbolic of the sacrifice that we have to continue to make to get our people forward today. Black is the symbolic color of our people, not just in Baltimore City, but across the world. And green is for Africa, but green is also for the noble nations that we have to continue to create all across this world. I don't know if y'all can understand what that done for me as a 12-year-old boy, where there was flags in our neighborhood already. There was some people with some blue flags, some red flags, some black flags, some purple flags. But for somebody to say that, Elijah, that this is your flag, a flag that didn't divide me from black people, but connected me to not only black people in my community, but across the world. Mr. Scott blew my mind. Mr. Scott changed my life, and he didn't stop there. He said, I would come in talking all this stuff, and he said, man, Elijah, you got to read the autobiography of Malcolm X. Here's a person, I'm a C student, I'm just trying to pass. You got to read the autobiography of Malcolm X. He made me read Richard Wright, Native Son. He made me read Richard Wright, Black Boy. He made me read Man Child in the Promised Land, Claude Brown. He makes me want to holler, Nathan McCall. Mr. Scott made me write papers on who Marcus Mosiah Garvey was. And here he is shaping me into a real black man and redefining for me what it means to be a black man. Where I'm growing up in a society that tells me through the music and through the media, day in and day out, that to be a real black man, to be a real nigga, is to be a killer, a robber, and a drug dealer. And here Mr. Scott is subtly saying to me that to be a real black man is to be as Marcus Garvey was. Right. It's to be as Malcolm X was. It's to be Martin Luther King was. To say, man, if you're going to lose your life riding and dying for the block, man, lose your life for the sake of the salvation of your people. And so he put in front of me a new definition of manhood, and it radically changed my life. Yes. And so I say all this to say to y'all today that for black boys and black males and the black men that's in here, that if we don't have a progression of our community in our hearts, in our minds, in our spirit, then we really don't got manhood. That to be a black man is tied with the progression of our community. That I got my life, my skills, my talents, my energy, my money, but if I just use it for myself, if I just use it for my family and I stay out the way and I do nothing to get in the way of the problems in our community, then I fail. And so I don't know what all of y'all are going to do with your lives, but I would say that no matter what you do with your life, the greatest work that you can do is to push forward your community, is to push forward the black community specifically. Right. Because there's so many people within our bloodlines that have died, that have sacrificed. There's so many people within our bloodlines on a collective level that have went to jail and prison, that have been assassinated, all so that we can be here today. Yes, and the greatest thing that we can do in their honor is not celebrate them on Martin Luther King Day or Malcolm X Day or Black History Month. The greatest thing that we could do in their honor is to make sure that they didn't die in vain by continuing their work.
Yes, sir.
And so we as black men, we can't just be protectors, providers, and servant leaders for self and family. It has to include Baltimore City's black community.
Yes, sir.
Anybody here from East Baltimore?
Yes, sir.
Anybody here from West Baltimore?
Yes, sir.
Anybody here from South Baltimore?
Yes, sir.
That the success of that community and the progression of that community is on us.
That's right.
We know that ain't nobody coming to save us, but we have to become the people that will save our community.
That's right.
And you don't have to be perfect to do that.
That's right.
You don't have to be perfectly refined to do that. You don't have to be a saint to be a savior.
That's right. Come on.
And so I would ask of all y'all today that as you leave today, think about what are you going to do for the little boy on your block in your neighborhood that's coming after you, that will endure the same conditions that you had to endure unless we do something about it.
Yes, sir.
So real black manhood is the salvation of our community.
That's right.
But we have to step up,
That's right.
we have to stand up,
That's right.
and we have to continue that work.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, family.